Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Watch Natalie, spelled Natalee. I am here to do a weekend reading for Friday, June 28th, 28th, 29th, 30th. So all of the last days, there's 30 days, right? 31 days, no. Yeah, 30 days in June. 30 days in June. So this is the weekend reading for I should have put the mic somewhere else. The weekend reading for the last weekend of June 2019. Now keep in mind that time spirals. It goes just like that. So what that means for energy is that you can resonate with this reading now when we're publishing it, or if you come upon this video 5 years from now and you watch it, it could resonate with you then. The downloads today. Got a lot of downloads. Oh, before I forget, it's the left knee, the left shin, and the left foot. Like from the knee to the foot on the left knee, shin, foot. There's something with that. I don't think it's anything serious. I think maybe it's sore for someone. I don't know what that's about. But take care of it, put it on ice or whatever, wrap it up or just stay off of it maybe. There's like a sensation with that. And then something else about kind of when you're dreaming and your foot shoots out because it feels like you're falling through something, like you're stepping through something. That too, on the left side, okay? Oh, a couple more shuffles, then I'll start. Just some clarification. The energy that I'm picking up today, someone's irritated with me, like mentally. Someone is mentally irritated with me from something that I said yesterday. And it's just really, really weird and bizarre. So I want to clarify. I zoomed in on this because I kept picking it up, like just not in a bad way, but just like you or someone in this energy field was irritated when I was talking about being a psychic tarot reader and this and that. And I just want to clarify that when I start a film, next film I start, screenwriting, filmmaking, directing, acting, whatever film that is, all the personal readings are going to be put on hold, and I have no idea what's going to happen to the dailies, weeklies, and monthlies. I'll have to figure something else out if I do anything at all. I might put up intermittent ones. I don't know. I'll have to see what life is looking like when I'm in a project. I think someone was irritated, and this is really difficult for me to plan. Like for me to even just plan the next 6 months of my life is like impossible. I've never been able to really just because there's always so many things up in the air, and spending most of my life like auditioning and then booking work, it's just so unpredictable. So that's what I'm used to. That's what I'm used to. So, oh shit. Never mind any of that. Someone is having, what? Oh my God, I have to show you this. This was one of the downloads I got today. And I'll explain the rest of the downloads, but I have to show you. This is 628. Look at this orange one. Look at that one. There's going to be a tower moment. And look at the first two cards. Tower moment. I had to just like, show off a little bit. I'm just kidding. But no, there is going to be a tower moment. There's going to be a tower moment. It could be a crisis in consciousness and a crisis in action. It could be a tower moment that happens in life, an external event that happens, you get fired from your job, or you get, something gets, it's catastrophe. Something has the lightning bolt has struck your life and things will never be the same. And something's utterly destroyed in a very traumatic, dramatic fashion. It's just, and it has nothing to, you didn't, all you can do is respond. All you can do is react to the tower moment. You cannot, unless you're bringing it about, if you're bringing the tower moment, that's one thing. But this is not what I channeled. I channeled, there's going to be a tower moment, as if you're not instigating the tower moment. And this tower moment will result in this hermit phase. It's going to result in a real deep, I really don't like the term soul searching because it just sounds so, it just sounds very superficial. I know it's not a superficial thing to say, but it just sounds really superficial to me. So, but there's going to be a very deep exploration and self-analysis. You are going to really, really look at yourself, your inner world. You're going to look at your own reactions to things, how you respond to this tower moment. You know, these people built this tower. Rich or poor, doesn't matter what station in life you're in. They built this tower to protect them from the lightning bolt. So it's even worse. They actually moved away from the village, to find a mountain, to build a tower, to stay in the turret on the top, with their crown, to avoid the tower moment. So this is like something that you have been avoiding, you've been putting off, it's a situation in your life that you just have not wanted to deal with, that you just were, maybe you have an inkling right now of what I'm talking about, of what this is coming to be. You know, it's like, oh, I know it's going to blow up. It's only like an inevitable consequence of this situation just blowing up the spot. And even if you know it's coming, divorce, not talking to a parent anymore, having to confront a parent after 30 years of a toxic way of relating to them, big conversations with family members, exes, parents of your children, you know, you're co-parenting with all these things with your children, having big conversations with your children, having to confront someone and talk to them about your boundaries, being confronted with allegations, being confronted with criticism, like everything uncomfortable and everything that none of us want to deal with, okay? We all have things, we all have like secrets, not skeleton tower moments, but just tower moments that are waiting for us. And this is part of, I feel like the moons of June have been preparing us for the eclipse season. So this Sagittarius full moon is in a way a preparatory phase, a preparatory, energy, helping gear us up with these eclipses coming in. The Cancer eclipse on, like any moment now, and then the Capricorn eclipse. So this is all part of, and then there's going to be fallout, there's going to be casualties, there's going to be chaos. When catastrophe strikes, it's bad. I don't mean like literally bad. It's bad in the sense that it's intense. It's extreme. It's very, very extreme. But it's something that had to happen. That's the download that I got today to tell you, that I wrote down. There's going to be a tower moment. And it showed up as a tear. It showed up as, like, if this were the sky, like the galaxy, it showed up as this, like that, like a tear. And I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure out if it was a tear in energy or a tear in time. Because when I first saw it, I thought it was a tear in time. But then I thought, well, that's not how time works. So it can't be time. So I think it's a tear in energy, which is... Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. But that's what I'm getting. I'm getting a tear in... Oh, it's this. If there's a toxic cycle, think of it. You and another person, there's a toxic cycle going back and forth. They take advantage of you and you allow it to happen. Let's just pull that out of the air. They take advantage of you, you allow it to happen. It's this toxic cycle that perpetuates itself, and it keeps going, 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 going. That's creating a whirlpool of energy. That's creating an energetic exchange that is, it is what it is, and you're allowing it to happen. They keep, betraying your boundaries and, financial abuse, whatever it is. Whether you instigate this or not, the tower moment hits and it all crumbles. It's a huge catastrophe. Huge. Now, all of a sudden, that energy exchange is disrupted. There's a disruption in the energy field, and it's like, and I think that's the tear that they're showing me, because I just saw this, and then I think that's what it is. It's a tear in the energy. It's an energetic disturbance, and it needs to happen, and that's why it can cause a lot of psychic stress. That's why it's going to cause a lot of dark night of the soul, psychic stress, mental distress, emotional upheaval, and that's what's sending everyone into the hermit mode. Everyone, the good guy, the bad guy, the underdog, the aggressor, like everyone's like, oh, I mean, look at. There's a rich and a poor falling out, and it's meant to tell you that it doesn't matter who you are, that the tower can strike you, whether you are a guru in a fucking, I can't even, is it ashram, is it temple, whatever it is, whatever you could be a freaking, spiritual icon, you can be a brand new initiate into the manifestation technique. You can be a billionaire, or you could be living in a cardboard box under the bridge in Ohio. Okay, it doesn't matter. Does not matter. And the eclipse season is going to bring a lot of this to a head, where we can visibly see it, and we're going to be like, it's going to be very, very shocking, and very, I mean, look at these. Yeah, their faces are pretty, in terror. They're pretty like, yeah, I'm laughing about it now. I won't be in a couple weeks, watch. Myself included. So after the tower moment hits, I know, I'm right there with you, okay? I'm like, after the tower moment hits, it's going to call on all of us to do some deep, deep, deep self-analysis, because it's not about anyone else. It's never really about other people. It's always about us. It's about cleaning our side of the street. It's about our response to this, our reactions. Are we reacting, or are we responding? Have we allowed someone to trigger us into reacting instead of responding? Have we allowed someone in our life to betray our boundaries because they feel entitled? Have we, anything anyone's doing to us, we have to take responsibility for how much we have allowed this to happen. And it's a very difficult thing to realize, and even more difficult to amend and make correct and right this. And it's easy to like think about it intellectually and maybe even write it down on paper, but then to put the pedal to the metal, and that's after. So it's action and reaction. It's the cause and the effect. It's just these two energies are boomerang, like tied. It's a rubber band, and you stretch both ends and they go vroom, So that's where we're going to be going. It's also enlightenment. It's also, for some of you, you're going to have a mentor that's going to help you through this, or you will be a mentor to someone else. Or maybe you're going through your tower moment and someone else is going through their tower moment, and both of you end up mentoring each other, even though, it doesn't have to be superior, inferior, nothing like that. It's just mentorship is mentorship. It doesn't mean that one is higher standing or anything weird like that. Like I say about how I don't judge anyone for how long it takes them to learn a lesson. There are things that are going to take me decades to learn about life. and someone else is going to learn something that it took me, that I was born knowing, and it's going to take them 50 years. Why would I compare the two? I would never do something like that. One thing for me is like patience. I'm not even trying to be patient. I'm just kidding. But that's kind of like one of those things. So when I say mentorship, I just want to be very clear. Mercury retrograde. I want to be very clear about what that could mean. So even though someone is going through a tower moment, they are still able to be of help and service and serve perspective for you, as you can be for them. So if anything out of this tower moment, I would encourage you to seek out, this is going to be very self-reflective. This is going to be very going inward, very much going inward. So it'll be even more important to vibe with the right people, to vibe, your energy has to really match someone else's in order to be able to gain something out of these interactions. Okay. Spent a long time on that. This is going to be probably a little bit of a longer reading because it's the weekend. Yeah, let's see what other messages we have for this tower moment and the hermit. Course correction. They just said course correction. It's a course correction. So it's a good thing in the end. It really is. It really is. It's like how lightning cleans the air. It clears the air. It's a course correction. There's been something that really hasn't been going the way it should have, or the way it should be. It's almost like I didn't even see that. Oh, stalemate. The tower moment is going to break this stalemate. There's something really, really not happening right now. Right now, it's like you have your swords and you're ready to start swinging, but you just can't, because you can't swing at a comrade. You have to be able to open your eyes and see who deserves to get cut down and who deserves to stand with you. You're not able to see it, or someone in your energy field is not able to see it. This will make it very clear. Make it very, very clear. It's like it'll like rip the blindfold off. Clarity. The tower moment will bring you the clarity. Okay. Here we go. I saw that. Oh, wow. The Hanged Man and the King of Wands came out together. This King of Wands, now we have like a character. Now we have a personality. Now we have a very specific energetic signature of a person. This King of Wands energy, he is having a shift in perspective. I feel like I'm saying he, but blur the genders and the ages and the signs. This is just the energy. So this is a masculine energy. I'm feeling that very strongly. The King of Wands. This King of Wands is in a stalemate. I feel like he's starting to have this shift in perspective. He's on a path to enlightenment. He's starting to, like, his eyes are starting to just like get, crinkle open, and he has to have this tower moment where I just feel like this is for all of us. First of all, this is for all of us. This is for everybody. I know. Now we're channeling the King of Wands, though, specifically right now. And he has to have this tower moment destroy something that was a long time coming. Whoa. Page of Pentacles. This is a responsibility. This is a responsibility. This is like a deep responsibility, almost like an ancestral inheritance to overcome and have a spiritual awakening. It's a responsibility on a very, 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 very deep level. And it's on him to break free they've been channeling, my sources have been channeling to me lots of music, a lot of songs, and I want to break free. I want to break free. It's a deep responsibility to break free. It's a bigger deal than just one person's freedom or one person advocating for their own best interest or one person having enlightenment. It has to do with legacy. I'm getting an ancestral, like how they say it takes it's like 7 generations of toxicity, and then and it's a lot to undo. It's a lot to inherit and to undo, and to do the hard work, the hard soul work, to heal all of that, to heal all of this ancestral pain. But it's a deep responsibility on the soul level for this King of Wands. I'm not sure how conscious he is of it right now. Right now, like I said, he's still in a stalemate. He's coming out of it. I feel like he's coming out with this enlightenment and with this a shift in perspective. I mean, he's upside down, so it is like a shift in perspective, but yeah, the Tower moment it just has to happen. If he's too many cards, if he is more, this will be different for each King of Wands. It doesn't have to be male, could be male or female. Some of these, depending on like a scale of spiritual evolution, the ones who bring this about will do better. The ones who control, it's like controlling a bolt of lightning. Those who use the power of their truth. See, there's a couple different kings here. Some of these King of Wands, some of these masculines it's before. The more spiritually evolved, the Hermit will be before the Tower. And the less spiritually evolved, it'll be the Tower before the Hermit. So for the more spiritually evolved, for the ones that are already kind of starting to have this shift in perspective, they're the ones who are using their power to bring about a Tower moment in their life. There's another thing I'm not getting about this Two of Swords. So I'm going to sit on it. I'm going to wait for it to come to me. But the lesser evolved, or the lesser, I don't want to say that though. That sounds like, the newer initiates. Let me say that. The newer initiates, the newer King of Wands initiates, they're going to need the Tower moment to put them into the Hermit mode. If they've been doing the soul work and they've been really in Hermit mode and they've been self-analyzing and they've been realizing the painful truths, and it's all been emotional, spiritual work and intellectual, mental work, they will bring it about in the 3D reality where they put an end and they put the catastrophe onto the relationships that are toxic, and they will end all of the impurities, and they will rid. It's like the shock to it cleans the sky. It cleans helps the planet. So it helps the atmosphere. They're going to put a lightning bolt to their atmosphere. They will be the bolt. They will be the bolt, and these people will be the people that were taking advantage of them, the people that were feeling so entitled to them, and whatever it is, they will be the ones falling, and the King of Wands will be the lightning bolt, the fire. Lightning is fire, so they will be the fire striking. Can you hear the crack of lightning? And then there are going to be some of us who just need a little push, and this will happen regardless, through outside events, something out of your control. So the best you can get out of it is to control the chaos, is to be the one, is to be the lightning, is the best you're going to get out of this. No, that's too many cards. I'm sorry. No. Oh, what the hell? Okay, this was more like, okay, the way they splayed was really weird. It was like three in a triangle, and then they all turned at the same time, like they're little coordinated swimmers or something. So I'm going to read them separately because I don't feel like they're together. This corner of the triangle is the Eight of Staves, and this is the fire hose of communication. Could be like Cupid's arrow. You'll see why I'm saying that. This corner of the triangle is the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Interesting, she's showing up with the King of Wands because this is like fire and air. Fire and air. What does fire need? Fire needs fuel and it needs air. It needs to breathe. You add air to fire and it grows bigger. You add fuel to fire and it grows bigger, but it needs both. It needs fuel and it needs to breathe. So this is fanning the flames. Ooh, yeah, she is. Yeah, she is. This Queen of Swords, she is literally fanning the flames of the King of Wands. And she is making his fire grow bigger and brighter. Bigger and brighter. And he's becoming more like Zeus, where now he has more fire from more lightning bolts. And now he's just... Could be this. These could be lightning bolts that he's just... Maybe he's sending off all the messages at once. Maybe he's causing 8 tower moments in 8 people's lives. It could be something like that. It could be where now it's just a whoosh, overhaul, a complete tower life. It can be a complete tower cascade, a complete tower moment. It could be like Armageddon. He could be igniting Armageddon in his life. And whoever this Queen of Swords influence is, she's fanning the flames. She's giving Zeus the lightning bolt. Like, here, baby. Here you go, baby. Here, baby. Here, baby. Here's another lightning bolt, baby. That's not a song. So, okay, fanning the flames. There you go. And then the last corner of the triangle, the Lover's card. We're going to see action in July. It's like June has been the last preparatory moon cycle. Remember I was saying that before? I feel like, when was that? I was saying in June, maybe in the beginning of June. I don't really remember. I'm like Mario Kart 64 Rainbow Road of time, and I just went off the time bend. So I don't remember when exactly it was, but I remember that, shit, I forgot what I just said. I went into the Rainbow Road. What did I just say? Oh no, it's important. Queen of Swords, fanning the flames, the Lovers. They didn't even take it. I can't even blame it on my sources. They didn't take it from me. I was just being a dork. What the fuck? Give it back to me. Come on, help me. They don't even want to help me either. Oh, I'm supposed to be honing all of this talent too. I'm supposed to be getting better and better and faster at like not faster at this, but I'm supposed to be getting better faster at this. Getting back to what I was saying before about clarification. Yeah, I'm doing the psychic training. I'm doing the readings. I'm doing these videos, the freebie videos. It irritates someone. It irritated someone yesterday when I said that, and I don't want whoever this is. It's almost like someone's in a mental relationship with me, and I'm picking up your energy. It's so weird. But just to cover my bases, I'm just going to tell you that I'm doing this in service of the higher purpose for myself. And the higher purpose for myself. Okay, so remember when I said yesterday, I've tried so many things, I failed at so many things, I've started so many little businesses, little ideas, developed little, the only 2 businesses that have been like very successful or, you know, encouragingly successful, where it's saying, yes, Natalie, you go forth and you can do this and it will work, have been screenwriting and acting. And this. That's what I meant to say. That's what I meant to put across to you. that all the other little business, all the little things I did, like this is what people want from me. People want this, want me to read their energy, want me to, and I've never, it was always on the low before growing up. It was just like it was just, you know, so part of the purpose of me doing this has been revealed to me in that it's to get me better at it. It's to get me better at reading for other people and get me to refine my techniques and to really play with bigger things. Does that make sense? So it's not like I woke up yesterday and I realized I want to be a psychic tarot reader and nothing else for the rest of my life. It wasn't like that. That's what was irritating this person. They're thinking, it's like, well, you're a screenwriter, Natalie. You're a filmmaker. Go make your film. Go make a film. And to you, I want to say, I'm trying, okay? I'm doing it. I am. So I just don't want anyone to get it twisted. And now I feel like I'm like mentally having an argument with someone who's mentally sending me their energy. It's so weird. It's very bizarre. I don't know who I'm connecting with, but I'm gonna get back into the weekend reading for the collective that I am reading for. Thank you very much. I hope that makes you feel better, though, that you know that now. Okay, getting back to these three cards. These three cards came out at the same time. Those other three, that other glob, it wasn't the ones that were, oh, that's right. Okay. That's right. She's fanning the flames and she's giving the lightning bolts to Zeus. Like, here, baby. Could be a soulmate. Could be a soulmate. It could be that love, the love of a soulmate, is what's bringing about an enlightenment, an enlightened change in perspective. It could be. It could be. It could be. Oh boy. Oh boy. This could also be the downloads. It could be transmissions. It's transmission of information. So it doesn't have to be emails and text messages and phone calls, although it can be. Although it can be. It can also be telepathic communication. It could be dreams. Any way that you can connect with someone else. A couple of readers that I like to watch, they talked recently about having telepathic communication with their divine mates. I thought, whoa, so that's what I kind of feel like this card is, especially with this blue. I don't know why. I mean, of course the sky is blue, but there's something about this. It's almost like the background of the dream is blue, like this color blue, this shade of blue. It's almost like Tiffany blue, though, like greenish bluish, but bluey bluer. Okay. Weird. Did I get all of my clarification? Left knee, shin to foot. There's going to be a tower moment, a tear in the energy. The last download that I got today, everybody. There's something of a deja vu about some of this. Throughout the beginning, middle, and end of this tower moment and this whole July thing, it's going to, and that's why I feel, this is what I feel matches with the Lover's card, is it's going to happen and it's going to feel like the right ending to you. It's like if you are looking at your life through movies. Now my hair is getting sticky, sorry. If you're looking at your life like a movie, let's just say that, like movies, it's like you go, oh, this feels like the right ending. This feels like the right ending. Like looking around, you have this person here, and you have everything kind of, the tower moment came and did its thing, or maybe you with your lightning bolts brought the tower Armageddon to everyone in your atmosphere. It's like after all that, or maybe even through all that, you kind of look around, or you look over at the Queen of Swords and you go, this feels like the right ending. think we're going to be done soon. What time is it? Yeah, we're going to be done soon. Ooh, did you see that? Oh, I hope you did. That was really cool how it came out. Yep, it's a legacy. This has to do with family legacy and transmuting and transforming the toxic cycles and the toxic energy exchanges and transforming it into a legacy of good vibrations and good energy and things like mutual respect and upholding boundaries and respecting boundaries and showing real love and loving someone for who they are and not what they do for you, and just not having expectations of another person. The only expectation of another person should be for them to be exactly who they are. I thought about that the other day. I thought, if I marry someone, I'm gonna marry them because I enjoy who they are as a person. Because remember what I said before, I think it was the baby steps video. I said, I figure, my husband's not going to make me feel better about anything. I don't think I'm going to make everyone, the whole family, feel better about everything. He just needs to, like, I don't know, help me defend my boundaries against these wolves on the outside or something, but it's not a conditional. Remember what we talked about, how your nose, you have to have the nose. You have to be comfortable saying no so that resentment doesn't build and get into the relationship. So that when you say yes, you can say yes unconditionally. That's unconditional love. There's a lot of ancestral healing. And like I said, it's a responsibility. It's a familial responsibility that you have, like to yourself and for your own family or for your own soul family. It's your own inherited karma. Something about the bloodlines too. But this is a number of completion, the 10, it's completed. I love this card. He has everything. He has a long life to look back on. He's an old dude. He has companions. He has his progeny and their progeny, the little baby. He has his estate. It's an estate. It's not just like a house. It's like an estate. This is the bookend to 10 of Cups for me as a reader, because the 10 of Cups, the kids are little. It's like these two kids are little maybe. And they have this little like starter house in the background. And they have the 10 of Cups rainbow overhead. And this is like, 40 years later, 30 years later. Now they have a big estate and their kids have kids and they're old sitting down and, the pentacles are multiplied and multiplied and multiplied. So this is definitely part of the mind's eye of what keeps you going, but it's also what you get at the end after all of that. And now we are done. Okay. I know I was asking about what I channeled in the beginning of June. Where was I going with that? Where was I going with that? I was going somewhere important with that. I know that for sure, though. I had something important to say about it. I'm going to pause this video, rewind it, watch it, and then I'll come back, okay? Oh, I don't like doing that because then I have to like edit it and then splice it to get like sandwich it together, then upload it. But this is, now it's going to really bug me. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Hey, everybody. I'm so sorry. I played it back and I listened to myself. I sound like such a brat. It's like a very defensive, angry little person. Or maybe I'm just very, I don't know. Anyway, okay, so I did rewatch it back and something else kind of occurred to me. Remember when I said that I wanted to come back to this card? This King of Wands energy, there was or is a situation that was blind to him, that he couldn't see, it's like he has the desire for balance or equality. You know, he wants these things, and what ended up happening was he couldn't take a decision, the stalemate. He didn't know what to do or how to do it, or there was some, he was literally hoodwinked, blindfolded. It's about not being able to see. And so he couldn't, look, another suspended decision. So he just couldn't take the action. He couldn't, you know. And hold on, give me a second here. And this Two of Swords, it's also, no, it's still just a stalemate. I want to just emphasize that stalemate part of it. I can't get into the astrology. It's just going to take up way too much time. But it's like having energies but needing the direction. Where to take this energy. I think I've talked about this before, how oh no, it was a personal reading, how some people have a lot of energy. They go and they just spin the wheels, have no direction. Some people have all the direction. They know exactly what, when, how, where, why, and no energy to actually go out and follow the strategy, employ the tactics. So this energy is more about needing direction. This person has, and look, it's the fire. It's literally the energetic king of all the kings. He's the one who takes action. So it's like he has all this energy ready to go, and he just wasn't or isn't able to take the direction. He needs to aim the lightning bolt, and it hits in July. He's able to do it. The higher evolved, or the more, yeah, I guess the higher evolved will be the ones who put the tower moment to something or someone or multiple people. And it's because they already did the hermit work in these two cards, like the Hanged Man. And they analyze themselves. Why am I'm not able to confidently move forward and take this action? Why can't I? What's going on with that? And they figured it out. Okay. They figured it out with some help. They figured it out with, I'm reading them separate, remember. But they figured it out because they were getting information. They are getting transmissions. They're getting transmission through the cosmos, or they're getting transmissions from a very trusted female in their lives, a female energy. It could also be the feminine within them. We all have masculine and feminine energies in different proportions. And so this could be their own inner Queen of Swords energy, or it could be like a spirit guide or an ancestor as well, is what they just told me. That's interesting. Either way, the King of Wands is getting some downloads, getting some transmissions, getting information. Could be in the 3D, 5D, you know, but they got help. It's like they have a mentor, had a mentor, and they're able to move out of this energy of suspended decision. And it's only through the enlightenment. See the light in his little lantern? It's through that aha moment. Thank you, Scott Stanley. It still feels like the same song. It's weird. Take on me. Take on me. Don't. Forget about me. They channeled a song I haven't heard or thought about in a very long time. When I was young, I knew everything. Never took advice. Now I'm guilt-stricken, sobbing with my head on the floor. Can't be held responsible. Fell in love in the first place. That freshman song. For the next message, we're going to pull the bottom of the deck card. Doing it on camera the first time. And it's... What did I just sing? Likely, actually 100% out of tune. Guilt-stricken sobbing with my head on the floor. Can't be held responsible. Oh my gosh. Completed. This has been, wow. They're putting an end to this. They are. Ooh, whoa, that scared me. They really are, though. That's this shame and this guilt is part of what prohibited them from being able to really move through. And their hermit phase, their hanged man phase has to do with this. It has to do with feeling ashamed. They couldn't see. Look, he's looking at the 3 cups that are spilled, and he couldn't see the 2 that are standing up, and he couldn't see what's in front of him because he has the blindfold on, so then he couldn't use the swords. He would have used them before. Oh my god. January? What's January? Okay, this is feeling super eclipsy. Thank you. They just gave it to me. What I was trying to recall. Because I still didn't recall it. No, I didn't. But they just gave it to me now. I channeled... Remember before how I felt like it was the end of June? And I'm like, what am I going to do the next 2 weeks? That's what this is. That's what this is. Oh, how perfect for the weekend reading and for the last days of June. It's funny because I'm getting texts from my friends in New York. I totally forgot that I was supposed to be in New York right now. Totally forgot that I was supposed to be in New York right now. They're sending me pictures. Wish you were here. I'm like, I totally forgot that I was supposed to be in New York. My energy is like, but this is very, oh, look at this. 5 of Cups. Absolutely regret. Absolutely regret. Regret over being in a blind situation, having the energy but not able to apply it. It's like they had the swords, and if they had the direction, if they had the sight and they could see, that they would have used them then. They would have brought this this tower moment. That's why it's a long time coming. That's why when this comes, it could be 8. Why? It could be 8. It could be 8 lightning bolts. It could be 8 lightning bolts. Because they feel this regret over not doing it sooner. Regret over all the time that I wasted. When I was young, I knew everything. It's that regret over, oh, I thought I knew everything, and I didn't. How stupid, they feel stupid or something. Serious about it too. They're very serious about they're very serious about all of this. July is going to be pretty serious. Cancer and Capricorn, serious stuff. That's why the Sagittarius full moon, that's what I was saying. I was saying this is the last. I remember I was like, everybody, this is the last lunar phase before the full eclipse season comes to a close. I don't talk that way, obviously, but I was saying that. I was saying this is the last lunar phase before the eclipse is hit. Oh, okay. So, feeling shame and regret. They're getting over it. They're coming out of it. They have the direction now. That's what this is. They're going to be honoring their real creed, their own philosophy, like their own integrity, their own sense of right and wrong, and, you know, seriousness. They're really serious about it. Yeah, the Empress. Yeah, we're done. We're going to just put a fork in that baby. So, okay, the first two cards, this huge, massive, something's crumbling down, catastrophe, you know. The best you can get out of it, my dears, is to be the one leading the charge. It's to be Zeus up in the sky, psh, 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 you know, sending out these lightning bolts and using your fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. So think about it this weekend. This is the last few days. Think about the tower moments coming in July. Think about what area of life this is for you. Really, really think about it. Go inward this weekend. You know, do the inner self-analysis. Look at yourself. If you're concentrating on the other people, stop and think of it in a different perspective and think about yourself. Put yourself number one. If I'm angry at this person, what boundaries are they crossing with me? Because that's the purpose anger serves. So now you can use it when you get angry. Someone's betraying my boundaries. Why? Who's doing it? Why are they doing it? What boundary are they crossing? And if you get angry because you stubbed your toe, that's probably repressed anger because, you know, I mean, we all do that kind of thing. But if you're angry at something that doesn't really warrant the situation, you ask, why am I angry at that? No one's betraying my boundaries. Why am I angry? I'm upset. Very, very hermit, very, you know, change in perspective. That's the best advice I can give you. The best you can get out of these tower moments that are going to be coming is to be the tower moment. It's to be the tower. Send out the bolts of lightning yourself. This King of Wands I'm channeling, he's doing it, and he's doing it from in a very evolved, psychologically, mentally, emotionally. He's really kind of, he's had a huge shift in perspective. Look at the Hanged Man is completely upside down. He's completely upside down. So he's not right side up. He is 180 degrees upside down. So this King of Wands has had a 180 degree shift in perspective. And where before he was not able to take the right direction and he feels shitty about it. He felt shitty about it. The regret, the shame, the guilt. He is now breathing life. This Queen of Wands is breathing life into him. She's fanning his flames. He was like a little spark. Here we go with the spark again. A little spark of enlightenment from his self-analysis. And he's getting either cosmic downloads or maybe she's in his dreams. Who knows? Maybe not. That'd be more high priestessy. But it's words. There's words, there's transmissions, there's messages coming forth from a Queen of Swords energy. Let's just keep it what it really is. It's this Queen of Swords energy. It could be coming through any person, anything, any way. But this is what's fanning his flames, and that spark grows bigger, 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 bigger and bigger and bigger, so that he's able to take control of the tower moment, and he's able to make it work for him in his life and use it. Remember, we transmute, we transform. Anything that's negative, we always win and never lose on the Watch Natalie channel. Even if we get evicted, even if we get dumped, even if we get broken up with, even if we get fired, even if we get turned down, even if we get rejected, it doesn't matter. We always win, we never lose. Even when the tower hits, we always win. We turn it into something that works for us, that serves our soul's purpose. That's what I want you to think about this weekend. How am I going to take this tower moment and take control of it and steer it as best as I can? And if I can't steer it with an actual lightning bolt, how am I going to control my response to this tower moment and make it work for me? Okay. Yeah. Oh, look what I just said. Didn't I just say, oh, you know, maybe it's hyper, then she shows up here. So it's the Empress and the High Priestess here. And a competitive advantage. There's a competitive advantage. All this that's what we're meant to do. We're meant to turn this into a competitive advantage as well. So now we have the super strong feminine coming in. He's getting help. This masculine is getting, this is like the team I'm getting. Like this is like the cosmic team. I mean, it's the woman of his dreams, it's luxury, it's refinement, it's words, it's using words wisely. You know, it's all this energy wrapped up into and supporting this union and this, it's the healing that has to happen with here we go, masculine, feminine, to lead to the 10 of Pentacles happiness. She's fanning his flames. That's all I can say. She's fanning his flames. She's nurturing him. She's seeding him information, intuitive information. This is happening whether he's conscious of it or not. He might not even know this is all going on. So if you're a cross watcher, whoever you are, the King of Wands, he might not even know. He might not even consciously know. He might think it's all him. He might have an enlightened moment. He might have a brilliant idea. He might have, you know, an enlightening thought or healing emotion come through him as he's marinating on, why did I do that? Why couldn't I see? Why was I so blind? And he might think it's him having this epiphany, but it's really your energy. It's really the feminine energy coming through him. And he gets a little pick-me-up out of nowhere, and it was actually the high priestess. He might get a stroke of, an insight that shifts his perspective when that mental energy was sent from the Queen of Swords, because she had the idea and she marinated on it and they're connected, so it transferred over. And it's different for every, come on now. It's different for everyone out there, for every one of you. This will all play out differently, but I'm just giving out a few examples of how this could manifest in your life. Okay, I think you guys have enough to think about and to work on this weekend. Thank you for watching the weekend video, the weekend reading. If this is super duper resonating for you and you want a personal reading, feel free to book me, and we can make sure you reference the video that you're connecting with so I can refine my technique as far as zooming in on your picture and getting this energy signature back, and zooming into you to figure out what's going on with you specifically in your life. Okay, guys? And I will talk to you. I'm going to put up some monthlies tomorrow, and then the weeklies will start to go out Sunday and Monday as well. The dailies won't be back until Sunday evening, just so you know, FYI. I feel like there was something. Oh yeah, if you want the schedule, feel free to go to theartigan.com/tarot, and here's the schedule for the freebies. Oh shoot, I forgot the Divine Feather card. Look at me. Okay, really quick, Divine Feather. What's the Divine Feather message for us for this weekend? And everyone thought that I was going, whoa. Oh, of course it has to be on the floor. Hold on. Okay. The hawk. See, it was worth it. Pay attention. A powerful message is being communicated to you now. What did we just say? Powerful communication being communicated to you now. I pulled out this book because I noticed I have not been reading from this book. I totally forgot that it came with a book. So 421 hawk feather. It's a messenger of communication. It's huge on intuition. Okay. Hawk has flown in to deliver a special message to you today. The energy of Hawk confirms what you may already know, or it opens your spiritual perception so that you may receive the message. Tune into this divinely guided communicator to see where you might receive more insight or information. Hawk directs you to see what you might have been missing. If you have been ignoring your own intuition or the synchronicities around you, it is time to listen and become aware now. Does that not perfectly fit reading or what? Hold on. That fits this communicator of messages. It fits the High Priestess communicator of all these messages. It fits the Eight of Staves, communicating all of these messages, and most of all, it fits the Two of Swords, of not being able to take a direction because you don't know where you're going. Pay attention, a powerful message is being communicated to you now. This is about opening up your perception and being able to receive the messages and the psychic downloads. So make sure you're staying open to the downloads, everybody. Hawk directs you to see what you might have been missing. See what you might have been missing. Where's the other one? See what you might have been missing. Okay, that's it for real, for real. Thanks for joining me for the weekend reading, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.